Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Here from Botteriff Field here in Muncie, Indiana, as we have your 1-0 Wapahani Raiders taking on the Muncie Central Bearcats here this afternoon. Again, we greatly appreciate you all for tuning in. Here, as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. On a beautiful sunshine morning and afternoon, we're ready to get baseball underway once again here as we have our Raiders Live pregame show presented by Fuquay Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Obviously a big win last night, short turnaround here for your Wapahani Raiders, in which they came up with a big win last night at Pendleton Heights with a 14-11 final score in 8 innings. And a lot of wild things in that game, with obviously with the amount of runs. You scored 25 runs combined, and then all the hits. Both teams had 14 hits. Then the errors, and it was just a little bit of a wild game, especially to start out the year here for Wapahani. You had to burn through 3 of your some of your best pitchers. And that's not to I guess discontinue anybody else that comes in to pitch as well, because we got some nice depth there. And we're going to see how well that depth works out here today. We have Isaac Jackson on the mound here for your Raiders. And so, we'll see how Wapahani turns around here. Like I said, it's only been just a little over 12 hours since they last played. Finished up last night right around 10 o'clock. And so it's nice to be back out here again, second broadcast of the year here for us as far as baseball goes. And hope we can come up with a big win here against Muncie Central, in which both teams relatively young. The Raiders obviously have quite a bit of some veteran stature and leadership here with this team, but they've kind of been there, done that in some ways. But then again, as I've said throughout the game last night, it's been 2 years. It's been a long time since these teams played, and you don't know exactly how things are always going to necessarily turn out. Obviously, we've seen that last night, but it is what it is. You gotta keep getting after it. Be ready to go here today. Put your best foot forward here and play your best, and hopefully you can come away with a win here in the second game of the season. Now, again, the Raiders will also be back at it on Monday night at Raider Gymnasium. It's going to be Raider Field rather. In which they'll be taking on Greenfield Central. That will be I believe a 5:30 start time, maybe 5:30 there for that one on Monday evening there from Raider Field to open up the season at home. But then we'll be over there covering the softball game to open up the 2021 softball season, as your Wapahani Raider softball team will take on the Northeastern Knights. So please also make sure to tune in there for that one. Really looking forward to a great evening of Wapahani Raider softball on Monday night. But again, looking forward here to today's game here for Wapahani. Hopefully we can come out here, play well. Again, throw strikes. I think that's one of the biggest things for our pitchers here today, is to come out here, throw strikes, be aggressive in the strike zone. And then the bats, we've seen it throughout the evening last night, and how much the bats really obviously played a key factor in that win last night, providing the offense that we did, and hopefully we can keep that going and roll that one over into today's game here against Muncie Central. Defensively, got to be solid. You end up having, I believe it was 3 errors last night, so you got to clean that up. Again, it was first game. It's been a while. But you try not to make excuses. You still got to make plays, and I'm sure these guys are more than ready to go to make those plays here today. So, folks, again, this has been our Raiders Live pregame show presented by Fuquay Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back here with today's starting lineups here from Botteriff Field here in Muncie, Indiana.
we know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All righty, folks, welcome back here live on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again, here from Bonneroff Field in Muncie, Indiana, as we have your Wapahani Raiders taking on the Muncie Central Bearcats here this afternoon. Again, appreciate all y'all for tuning in here for today's game. Again, we'll go ahead and take a look here at today's starting lineup here for your Wapahani Raiders, again presented by the Liberty Perry Alumni Association. The Raiders look like this. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 12, Gavin Noble. Batting second, the second baseman, number 10, Daxton Dudley. Batting fourth and catching for the Raiders, number 4, Luke Willman. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 19, Gage Gadberry. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 16, Nolan Dudley. He'll be hitting for the pitcher, number 23, Isaac Jackson. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 18, Gavin Lash. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 7, Caleb Henderson. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 20, Blake Castor. And batting ninth to round out the order, the right fielder, number 3, Landon Thompson. Again, your Raiders are coached by Brian Dudley and assisted by Jason Dudley. As we now take a look here at the Muncie Central Bearcats. Again, the Bearcats look like this here this morning. At shortstop, number 6, Chase Baugh. Batting second and pitching, number 8, Logan Grady. Batting third and playing center field, number 24, Davian Ivey. Batting fourth and catching, number 2, Trenton French. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 9, Charlie Graham. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 16, Abe Christerman. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 34, Woody Elliott. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 18, Jordan Stegall. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 30, Tucker Lowe. So again, that is the Muncie Central Bearcats here today. Again, we'll just about set to get started here this afternoon. Again, looking for just a little over or just before a 12 o'clock start time here for this one. And so really looking forward to a great day of baseball. Like I said, it's beautiful sunny skies just like it was yesterday. It's really nice to to at least be able to have some sunshine out. Still a little chilly, but not nearly as bad as what it was last night. It was pretty cold last night. Of course, it doesn't help when it's a night game, but it's also nice to play underneath the lights as well. So again, we'll get things started here today. Again, on the mound here for Muncie Central's number 8, Logan Grady. So he's getting ready just to toe the rubber. Again, catching him, the battery mates there of Trenton French and Logan Grady here as the shortstop, number 12, Gavin Noble, will stand in here for his first plate appearance of the day. And that's going to be a ball outside, 1-0 to begin things here on Gavin Noble. Again, the Raiders, as I mentioned earlier, coming off a big win last night at Pendleton Heights, 14-11 final score there in that one. As that pitch is going to be fouled back to the backstop there. Now even things up here at 1 ball and 1 strike. Gets his signs here, and here's the 1-1 offering. That's going to be a ball high now, 2 balls and 1 strike here on Gavin Noble. He got a big hit last night, ended up scoring a run or 2 there in last night's ball game. Back there in that 4th inning. Ended up getting the win also last night, coming on in relief there in the later innings. So 3-1 the count here on the leadoff man, Gavin Noble. Again, we have Daxton Dudley waiting on deck. And a pitch here from Grady will be popped up into the infield. No. The pitcher calling for it and will miss that one. And so that will fall in there as Noble will be on at first base. So a leadoff base runner here for the Raiders. Now we'll see the second baseman, number 10, Daxton Dudley, standing in. Daxton, as I mentioned last night, had a pretty good night from the plate. A couple hits, also a couple runs scored. Looking to get things started early here in this one this morning, or actually this afternoon now, around now at the 12 o'clock hour. So Noble there with a pretty good lead over there at first base. Here's the pitch to Dudley, and that's going to be in there for a called strike, 0-1. Getting Dudley back here at second base again here today. Everybody pretty much the exact same. As far as position-wise, Noble takes off for second, and he will steal that rather easily. That was just a straight steal there as Dudley took that pitch. So now no balls, 2 strikes here on Daxton. And a pitch. That's going to be fouled back and out of play here by Daxton, so the count will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. Got a pretty good crowd on hand here today. A very windy day. Like I said, it is sunny. It's right around 45, 50 degrees. But that wind is howling as usual. Chop that one down to third. Nice play there by the third baseman, and he will record the out, but Noble will move up to third. And now on the home, and he's going to go ahead and take home. And the Raiders will get on the board. So the first baseman went off the base, pulled his foot. So Dudley actually safe now at second base. So again, a run did score. So now Luke Willman will stand in here. Again, Dudley now at second base. Again, the air on the throw there by the third baseman, again pulling the first baseman off the bag. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be low in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. So again, you have Dudley now at second base. Nobody out. Already one in here for Wapahani. And a pitch outside now, 2-0 here on Willman. Again, Willman had a nice game last night. Had 2 hits on the night. Also that big 2-run homer there in that 4th inning. 7-run 4th inning that was there against Pendleton Heights. And a balk is called here on Grady. And so now Dudley will go ahead and take third base. So a rough start here for the young man. We'll see how well he dials it in right here. You got a man at third base. Again, nobody out here in the inning. Willman at the plate, 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch, and that one's going to be fouled off back in out of play. So now 2-1 your count here on Willman. Again, following him, that's going to be first baseman Gage Gadberry. Grady there comes to the set. Here's the 2-1 offering. Swung on and missed, strike 2. So again, you don't really exactly want to start going out of the strike zone here. You can want to, again, try to keep it simplified as much as possible. Keep it within the parameters there, and anything outside of that, you just kind of lay off of it. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And swung on and missed, strike 3. As Willman will go down swinging for the first out of the inning. And so now that will bring to the plate the first baseman, number 19, Gage Gadberry, the big fella. Again, started on the mound last night there for Wapahani. Ended up coming up there with 1 hit, was on base really 4 times there in that game last night. Drew a walk. Or a couple walks throughout the night, 3 or 4 different times, had a base hit. As that will be low in the dirt now, 1-0. So Gadberry will step back there in the batter's box. Grady back there on the mound. And a pitch, ball high and inside. So 2-0 here on Gadberry. Again, you still have a man over there at third base in Daxton Dudley. 1 away here in the top of the first inning. Here's the pitch to Gadberry. And that's going to be another ball high, 3-0. And again, that's what I'm talking about right there. And, kind of Willman was, having a little bit of trouble there with that and making sure you're not, going outside the zone here. If you're going to have, if you're going to swing at a pitch, make sure it's a good one. That you can do, make some good contact with and do damage with here. And so that's going to be a 4-pitch walk here to Gadberry as he'll trot on down to first. And now the 5-hole hitter. That will be the designated hitter, number 16, Nolan Dudley. Dudley again had a very nice evening last night as well. And a big 3-run homer there in last night's game. End up finishing up there with 2 hits on the night overall. Ball up right there, 1-0 to begin it here on Dudley. Again, he's hitting for the pitcher Isaac Jackson here this afternoon. As Isaac Jackson towing the rubber here for the Raiders. Grady comes to set. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be another ball inside. So 2-0 the count. Good hitters count right here for Nolan. And the 2-0 pitch will be a ball low and away. And so that will again run the count here to 3-0. Here on the Raiders' designated hitter this afternoon. And Gadberry over off of first. Daxton Dudley off at third base. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And now it's going to be right in there for a called strike. Now 3-1. Here's the pitch to Dudley, and that's going to be a ball high, and so back-to-back walks here for the Raiders will load the bases for the third baseman, number 18, Gavin Lash. Again, Lash was on base 3 times last night. Drew a walk in the second inning, then had that big 2 RBI triple there in the fourth, and then walked also in the 8th inning. There as Grady and French will get together there briefly, kind of go over things a little bit there, just kind of settle the game down. So last year with a great opportunity to get the Raiders in an even better position here by tacking on some more runs. Of course, again, you already have 1 run crossing the plate there by Gavin Noble. They're off of that error on the throw by the third baseman that allowed Dudley to get on base. So again, 1 ball, no strikes. Grady will come to the set here, and here's the 1-0 offering, and it's going to be a ball high, now 2-0. So Lash will step back there in the batter's box again with a great opportunity here. Bases loaded, 1 away. 1-0 Wapahani. Here's the pitch. Up high again now, 3-0. And that's going to skip on up there to the plate there for ball 4. So that's going to walk in a run here for Wapahani. And so Daxton Dudley will score there on the play. About the easiest RBI you're going to get right there, folks. There is as Dudley moves up now to second, Gadberry to third. And again, Lash now down at first. And the center fielder, number 7, Caleb Henderson, will now stand in. Again, Caleb last night had a big double there in the 5th inning, was on base a couple different times. 3 times to be exact. And he also got a single, RBI single there in the 8th inning, which was big time right there to tack on some runs there for your Raiders. They end up going on there to that 3-run victory. So 1-0 the count here on Caleb. Following him will be the left fielder, Blake Castor. Here's the pitch. Ball high, now 2-0. And so now the head coach here for Muncie Central going to go ahead and take a stroll on out to the mound. And it looks like we might have a potential pitching change here. Maybe not. But still, nonetheless, while we have the mound visit here, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors here today. A big thanks here to Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Fannin. They're located at 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which they've been servicing the community for over 30 years. So if you have any questions or need them to take a look at your vehicle, make sure to contact them at 765-284-2593. Again, that is Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality. Also, a big thanks to Kara J. Wolf, DDS PC, located at 3915 Wheeling Avenue in Muncie, Indiana. Make your appointment out to receive great care and leave with a pristine, beautiful smile. Again, you can contact them at 765-288-1560. And again, their hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday. So with the mound visit over with here, we'll get back to baseball. 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch to Henderson, and that's going to be low in the dirt to run this count here to 3-0. Again, this is the 4th batter in a row here for the young man, in which it's gotten to at least a 3-ball count. He's walked the other 3 guys and now make that a 4th in a row. And that will play another run here for Wapahani as Gage Gadberry will go ahead and touch home plate. So again, the RBI there for Henderson. So Nolan Dudley now moves up to third. Gavin Lash is second. Henderson over at first base. And the left fielder, number 20, Blake Castor, will now head to the plate, but not before there being a pitching change now for Muncie Central. So pitching change again here for the Bearcats. We'll go ahead and step aside here for a quick break. And we'll be back following the pitching change here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
All right, folks, welcome back here live on the WHS Network and following the pitching change as Blake Castor now steps in here for your Raiders. Again, still the bases loaded, one out here in the top of the first inning, and that's going to be in there for a ball 1-0. So now on the mound here for Muncie Central is Chase Baugh. Again, he's coming over here from shortstop. Again, the base hit right by the third baseman there by Castor goes into left field. One run scores. Here's Lash, and he will score as well. So a 2 RBI single there by Castor really breaks it open just a little bit more here for your Raiders as they now lead 5-0. So a big-time hit right there by Castor as well. Now we'll have the number 9 hitter, right fielder number 3, Landon Thompson, now standing in. So Ball will get a signs here from his catcher, which is Logan Grady. Again, was previously the pitcher, as that's going to be swung on and missed 0-1 here on Thompson. So again, Henderson out of second base, Castro at first. Still only one out here in the top of the first inning. Ball there will come to the set, and Henderson will take off for third, and that's going to plunk Thompson there on the back. And so now he'll go ahead and take his trip on down there to first base. Way to take one there for the team. And so again, that will now reload the bases. Henderson now at third, Castro at second, and Thompson at first. And now walking up to the plate will be Gavin Noble. Again, had the infield hit there early in the inning to lead off the ball game. And a pitch to Noble will be inside, a call to ball, 1-0. Again, the Raiders have scored 5 times here so far, looking to tack on some more here in the top of the first inning. Again, you got to jump on these teams early, because you never know how many times you'll have these opportunities. As that's going to be a called strike to even a count up here at 1-1. So Castro there with a good lead out there at second base. Thompson the same there at first. Corner's playing in, and that one's going to be fouled off and out of play, as the count now 1-2 here on Gavin Noble. He's got to find a way to protect the plate here and put the bat head to the baseball. So Ball back there on the rubber. Glances over there at third base. And here's the pitch to Noble, as that's going to get by the catcher. Here comes Henderson to the plate, and he'll score. Everybody moves up 90 feet. So again, that was catchable there. Pass ball. Again, now 2-2 the count. Again, as both runners move up to make that a 6-0 lead. So 2-2 the count, second and third, one away. Here's the pitch. And that also will hit Noble. And so the bases are loaded again, as Noble is now on base for the second time in the first inning. So Castro at third base, Thompson at second, Noble at first. And a second baseman, number 10, Daxton Dudley, will now stand in here at home plate. An 0 for 1, reach base on an error by the third baseman earlier on this inning, scored a run. And the pitch will be laced down the left field line, and that's going to go all the way to the fence. 1 run scores. Here comes Thompson, and they're going to motion Noble around here, and that is going to be a bases clearing double for Daxton Dudley. There's 3 runs come in to score. So what a fine piece of hitting there by Daxton. So again, Castro, Thompson, and Noble scored to really break open this game. So far now 9-0 lead here for the Raiders. So now Luke Willman will stand in. And surprising enough, he's the only out that's been recorded so far here in this inning. We'll see if he can change his luck right here and see if he can be productive here in this at-bat. Again, had a really nice game last night. Looking to back that up with another nice one here today. So again, 0-1 the count here on Willman. Daxton Dudley at second base. Here's the pitch. Inside there for a ball. 1-1 now the count. So Ball taking a good hard look in there, gets what he likes. And the 1-1 offering will be inside. That will be ball 2. The 2-1 pitch here to Willman will be skipped in the dirt there. It's going to get by the catcher. And Daxton Dudley will now move up to third base. So he advances there on that wild pitch. Now 3-1 the count here on the 3-hole hitter, Luke Willman. So Ball will step back on the rubber. Take a look inside there to his catcher. And we'll come to the set, and here's the 3-1 pitch. And that was missed. I don't think it was foul tipped, and so a run will score. Daxton Dudley go ahead and trots on home. And so that will be now the 10th run here of the inning. And so nobody out there now for Willman to knock in. Let's see if he can find some open real estate out there, draw a walk, or do something here. Here's the payoff pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball here to the shortstop. He'll, again, initially collect it, but lost his footing right there. And so Willman will be in there safely. So now Gage Gadberry will stand in here for the Raiders. Again, with Willman on over there at first base. Still only one away. Again, this is already the second plate appearance of the day here for Gage Gadberry. Walked earlier on here in the inning. As that's going to be swung on and missed. Took a big time hack right there in that one. Unfortunately there for Gadberry, came up empty. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Willman takes off for second, and that will hit Gadberry there on the backside. And so now runners at first and second there after the hit by pitch of Gadberry. Willman now at second, Gadberry at first, and Nolan Dudley will now be at the plate. Again, Dudley drew a walk and scored a run earlier on this inning. So Nolan will stand in here. Again, just a brief meeting there between pitcher and catcher, trying to get on the same page here. And just trying to find a way to get at least an out right here, try to get yourself out of this inning. We'll see if Dudley has some other ideas here, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a called strike, 0-1. Again, Nolan scored earlier off of the 2 RBI single there by Blake Castor. Swung on and missed now, strike 2. So 0-2 here on Nolan. Gadberry at first, Willman at second. One away here in the inning. Again, like I said, a very nice crowd on hand here today. Everybody trying to stay warm. It's windy outside. but definitely a lot warmer than what it was yesterday, as far as last night anyway. Like I said, it's just nice to be back at the ballpark again and having everyone enjoy the beautiful game of baseball. Willman there with a pretty good lead there at second. Gadberry there at first. Here's the pitch. And Dudley will go a little bit out of the strike zone right there for strike three for the second out here of the inning. And now the third baseman, number 18, Gavin Lash. Getting Lash walked. Also recorded an RBI there as Daxton Dudley came in to score. And so he's still got runners out there. Still got an opportunity to tack on some more runs. And he dropped the ball. I'm not sure if he was on the rubber or not. Because if he was on the rubber, I believe that should have been a balk. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So runners will stay where they're at. And the pitch to Lash will be high and in, 1-0. Definitely, I think, woke up Lash just a little bit, just in case if he was already not awake to begin with. Now he for sure is. Here's the pitch from Baugh. It's going to be a ball high. Now 2-0. Here's the 2-0 offering. Chop there to the third base side, foul. So 2-1 your count here on Raider third baseman Gavin Lash. And as I alluded to earlier, big game coming up on Monday night. These Raiders will have their first home game of the season against Greenfield Central. They're from Raider Field. Hope you all get to come out and enjoy some Raider baseball there on Monday night, as that one will be a ball outside. Now your count stands at 3-1. And they also have their first conference game next week on the 8th of April at Blue River. We'll try to get out there and hopefully broadcast that one potentially here. Here's the pitch to Lash, and that's going to get by the catcher. That was ball 4, so everybody's going to move up a base nonetheless. So second walk of the inning here for Gavin Lash. He's on down at first. Willman now at third. And Gadberry at second. Now with center fielder number 7, Caleb Henderson, standing in. Henderson again walked earlier here this inning. Also recorded the RBI. There's Gage Gadberry scored. And that pitch will be inside here for a ball, 1-0. Swung on and missed. Evens the count up here at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch here to Henderson. Ball away. So 2-1 your count. Nowhere to put him right here. Bases loaded with 2 away here in the top of the first inning. And the pitch here to Henderson will be another one low and away. So now 3-1. Ball gets the signs here. It comes to the set, and the 3-1 pitch will be swung on and missed there by Henderson. Again, took a good swing there at that one. Just came up a little bit empty, so now that runs the count to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runners will be on the move. Ball will come to the set, and here is the payoff pitch. And gets him swinging to end the inning. So believe it or not, all 3 outs recorded here in the inning were all via the strikeout. But the Raiders scored 10 times here in the first inning as they end up recording 10 runs here on 4 hits, also 1 error, and 3 left on base. We'll head to the bottom half of the first. Again, it's Wapahani 10, Muncie Central 0. We'll be back with more here on your home, the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network. Again, here with our Kenshaw Properties inning break. A strong start here for your Raiders, up 10-0 here at the end of the half inning to begin today's ball game. Rough start there for Muncie Central here, but hey, you got a chance to bat and see what damage they can do right here. Hopefully, for Wapahani's sake, hopefully it's nothing, but we'll see what happens here. Again, the Raiders have Isaac Jackson on the mound here today for Wapahani. So again, we'll get to the Jones Auto Body defensive alignment here just a short while. So again, Jackson here on the mound. And here's the first pitch. As that's going to be low and inside, 1-0 to begin things here on the pitcher, Chase Baugh. Again, originally started there at shortstop to begin the day. And came on in relief there, in there for a called strike. Now 1 ball, 1 strike here on Baugh. Got Logan Grady to follow him. And here's the pitch. That's going to be a ball outside. 2-1 the count. Again, the Raiders used Gadberry, Dudley, Nolan Dudley, and Gavin Noble last night, and the 8-inning win over Pendleton Heights. So they're kind of going a little bit deeper down there in the pitching depth to see what's available here, and hopefully things work out for Isaac Jackson, as that's in there for a called strike. Now 3-2. That's nice to get some other guys some experience. Get them out there and see what they can do. Nothing wrong with that one bit. Here's a payoff pitch. And that's going to be chopped to the second base side. Daxton Dudley will collect and throw on the first for out number 1 of the inning. A little 4-3 put out right there. We'll keep Chase Baugh there off the base pass. And now the catcher, number 8, Logan Grady, will now stand in at home plate for the Bearcats. Again, that was part of the switch earlier. Grady started on the mound. Now switch behind home plate. And the pitch here from Jackson will be up and just out of the zone there for a ball, 1-0. Ball up and now 2-0. Again, following Logan Grady will be the center fielder, Davian Ivey. Swung on and missed, strike 1. So 2-1 the count here on Logan Grady. And that's going to skip right on by the catcher. Luckily, nobody on base right there. So now runs the count here, 3 balls, 1 strike. Again, the biggest thing here from a pitching aspect of things, just make sure you're throwing strikes. Because you'd be a bit surprised in, where you can go if you just keep the ball in the strike zone, or at least paint the corners and try to work. Try to work with some of your pitches here and see what you can have a feel for throughout the course of the ball game. And that's going to be Grady striking out swinging right there. So way to come back there in that at bat there by Isaac Jackson. Was down 3-1 there in the count. Came right back and was able to get him swinging. And so that'll be out number 2 here of the inning. And so now the 3-hole hitter, the center fielder number 24, Davian Ivey, at the plate here for the Bearcats. As that will be swung on and missed, 0-1. Jackson rocks back. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be low and away. Jackson taking a long look in there to Willman. Finally gets what he likes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Nice location there on that one. Got him low and away, or low and in rather. So Ivy looking to protect the plate here with 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 offering. And that's going to be up out of the zone to even the count up here at 2-2. Here's the windup and the pitch from Jackson. And that's going to be strike 3, pull the chainsaw. And that's going to end the inning. So 1-2-3 goes the Bearcats here in the bottom of the first inning, as they get no runs here on no hits, no errors, and nobody left up. We'll head to the top of second. Again here from Botteriff Field here in Muncie, Indiana. Wapahani 10, Muncie Central 0. You're on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network. Again, here's your Wapahani Raiders here with a 10-0 lead here after one inning of play. Again, we want to thank some of our sponsors here this afternoon. A big thanks to Stoops Automotive Group Buick and GMC Dealership, owned by Randy Stoops and located at 4055 West Clare Lane in Muncie, Indiana. Stoops has a wide variety of brand new and pre-owned vehicles of quality brand names. So if you have an interest in a vehicle or would like to know more information about one, make sure to contact Stoops at 765-288-1903. And also check out their website at stoopsauto.com. Again, their hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And they're also open Saturday from 8 to 4. So go ahead and take a trip on out there to Stoops. Again, greatly appreciate them. Again, that is Stoops Automotive Group Buick and GMC Dealership. Stoops is driven to be the best. So as we begin this top half of the second inning, again, the Raiders here with a sizable 10-0 lead. Castor will stand in here to open up this top of the second inning here for the Raiders, as that's going to be swung on and missed, 0-1. Castor, there in the first inning, had a 2 RBI single. That really tacked on a few more runs there for your Raiders. And just inside there for a ball. Now evens the count up here at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball here with the windup and the pitch. And that's in there for a called strike. So 1-2 the count here on the Raiders left fielder. Here's the windup and the 1-2 pitch. It's going to be just a bit outside there now, 2-2. Again, the Raiders have their 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up here in this top of the second inning. So ball here on the rubber. Gets the signs here from Grady. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be shot down the left field line. And that's going to be caught. Of course, it's kind of hard to see, with our camera angle here. Can't necessarily see everything, but nice catch nonetheless. And so that will be the first down of the inning. As we'll now have the right fielder, number 3, Landon Thompson, standing in at home plate. Will sit by a pitch and scored a run there in the first inning. As that's going to be a ball low, 1-0. And a pitch here to Thompson will be up and in. So 1 ball or 2 balls and no strikes here on Landon. Ball gets his signs, and here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Yeah, stuff like that you just got to lay off of, especially considering it's low and inside. You're going to hit a ball like that, you're really going to have to open up those hips. And still, more than likely, you're going to chop that one on the ground. Here's a 2-1. Up and out of the zone now, 3-0, or 3-1 rather. One away here in the inning. Thompson looking to reach base right here. Here's a 3-1 offering, and that's going to be in the dirt for ball 4. So the Raiders get a 1-out base runner there. Nice pair of eyes there by Landon Thompson to draw the walk. And so he's on for the second time of the day. And back to the top of the order here with the Raiders shortstop, number 12, Gavin Noble. Gavin so far 1 for 1 on today, singled there in the first. Also a couple runs scored, a stolen base, actually was hit by a pitch there in the first inning as well, and scored a couple runs. So not too bad so far. Hopefully we can keep it rolling, as that pitch is going to be outside for a ball, 1-0. So you're not going to happen too many times where you've already had 3 at-bats and we're still only in the second inning. That's in there for a called strike. 1-1 here on Noble. Again, he was a winning pitcher of record last night. That win over Pendleton Heights. Was supposed to pitch on Monday, I believe, against Greenfield Central. Not sure if that's going to necessarily be the case or not, because he did throw quite a few pitches last night. So the Raiders just might have to dig into that bag of tricks here a little bit and see what they come out with. Again, it's, as I've mentioned, it's been a while there, as that's ball 3 now, 3-1 the count. It's been a while, since any of these teams have played. And, so you're just kind of getting to know everyone as far as what you got and, what you can work with here and build off of, what's available and go from there. And a little bloop shot there. That's going to land in there into left center field. So that's going to be the second hit of the day here for Gavin Noble. So Thompson will move up to second. Noble at first. And the second baseman, number 10, Daxton Dudley, will now step in. Dudley had a bases clearing double earlier there in the first inning. 3 RBI double, in other words. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be down to the third baseman. Lost his footing right there, and that's going to be in there for a base hit. So third baseman had to lay out for that one and was unable to come up with it. As Dudley comes up there with a single to load the bases. Now Thompson moves up to third, Noble the second. Daxton Dudley there at first base, and now the heavy hitter, the catcher, number 4, Luke Willman, will now step to the plate. 1 for 2 so far here on the afternoon. Struck out swinging in the first, and then also singled in the first. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a ball high, 1-0. So the Raiders have already collected 2 hits here in the inning, 6 hits overall for Wapahani. Drawn quite a few walks, again being patient, being selective here, and hopefully can tack on some more runs, as that pitch will hit Willman. And so a run will come home to score, and that will add to the total now 11-0 after the hit by pitch. So again, Landon Thompson scores on that one. Again, one of the easiest RBIs he'll ever record. A walk or a hit by pitch. Of course, a hit by pitch is a little bit more difficult because some of those can hurt sometimes. But nonetheless, here Noble up to third, Daxton Dudley now at second, Luke Willman now at first base, and up to the plate will be the first baseman, Gage Gadberry. Gadberry, yet with a technically unofficial at bat yet. He's had 2 plate appearances, drawn a walk, scored a run, and was hit by a pitch. So 1-0 the count. So 1-0 here on Gadberry. And a pitch from Baugh. And that's going to be a shot in a deep center field. That's going to go over the head and out of here. A grand slam for Gage Gadberry as the Raiders tack on 4 more runs to make this a 15-0 ball game. Big fly right there from Gadberry. So that really opens the game up now for sure. Again here as Noble, Dudley, and Willman scored right there along with Gage Gadberry. And so now, with the bases cleared, we'll have the designated hitter, Nolan Dudley, at the plate. So Ball will get back at it here. Gets the signs. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be up and out of the zone for a ball. So 1-0. The count here on Nolan Dudley. Dudley so far 0 for 1. Drew a walk and scored a run there in the first inning. And then also struck out in the first inning. As that's in there for a called strike, now evens things up here at 1-1. So we've had 3 home runs so far in the last game and some change. You had Dudley and Willman, Nolan Dudley that is, and Luke Willman yesterday with a couple of home runs. There with that 3-run homer there from Nolan, and then the 2-run shot from Willman. And then obviously the grand salami there by Gage Gadberry. So now we just got to get a solo shot there, and we would have completed the whole entire home run cycle. So 3-1 the count. And the pitch here to Dudley. And that's going to be ball 4 behind Nolan. So again, he'll take his walk on down there to first base. Second walk of the day there for Nolan. And we'll have the third baseman, number 18, Gavin Lash, now standing in, as the Bearcats very well could be making a pitching change, potentially. And that looks like that will be the case. So that will be the end of the afternoon here for Baugh. And so during the pitching change here, we'll go ahead and step aside here for a quick break. Again, it's Wapahani 15, Muncie Central 0. Again, big grand slam there by Gage Gadberry here in the second inning. Has continued to really open up this lead here for your Raiders. We'll see a step aside here, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
All right, folks, welcome back here live on the WHS Network. Again, as the Bearcats still making their pitching change here. So Charlie Grimm now on the mound here for the Bearcats. Now moving over there to first base was the pitcher just a moment ago there, and that was Chase Baugh. So he's over at first base now. Again, the Raiders have him at first base with one away here in the inning. And it looks like we'll go ahead and get this party started again. So Gavin Lash will stand in. Lash so far with a pair of walks, also a run scored. And now what will be his third plate appearance here of the day. Against only here in the second inning. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be outside there for a ball now, 2-0. So obviously, it's been a struggle here for the Bearcats, and you hate to see it. And really, obviously, if you're Wapahani, you're here to win, and that's going to be off the glove there of the shortstop. And so that will be Dudley moving up there to second. Gavin Lash now there at first. So off the air there by the shortstop. That will allow the Raiders to continue. Now with the center fielder Caleb Henderson now at the plate. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be ball up and in. 1-0. Henderson so far 0 for 1. Drew a walk and scored a run there in the first inning. Also collected an RBI. And then struck out later on there in the first inning to end the inning. And that's going to be down the left field line. So that's going to at least, that's not even going to score a run right there. Nolan Dudley had to wait till you could see that one down. So nonetheless, still a hit there for Henderson. His first hit here of the day. As the Raiders keep on keeping on here. Nolan Dudley again moves up to third. Gavin Lash now at second base. You got Henderson at first there off the single. And now the Raiders have the left fielder, number 20, Blake Castor, at the plate. 1 for 2 so far here on the day for Blake. And that's going to be popped up in the infield and foul ground. And the catcher unable to get that one there in foul territory. So it's going to be 0-1 here on Castor. Again, he singled there in the first, like I said. Had that 2 RBI single. Ended up scoring a run. And then flew out there to the left fielder here in the second inning. Swung on and foul tipped. Back there to the backstop. So 0-2 here on Castor. Graham here with a pitch. And that's going to be up and out of the zone here, 1-2. And a ground ball that's going to be foul, just barely. Got right by the third baseman. That would have at least scored 2, maybe even 3, because Henderson's got some nice wheels. So the count will stay put here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Like I said, it's just been a rough one here for Central. And as a Wapahani fan, I'm sure everybody's loving it. But you come here to win, no doubt about that. But if you're Muncie Central here, not exactly Obviously thrilling at the moment. And we'll see here if the Raiders can tack on, as that's going to get by the catcher. No one's going to come on home, though. The ball didn't get very far. And so that runs the count to full. 3-2. Runners, again, won't necessarily be on the move here, considering there's only one out. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be inside there for a ball, and that will walk in another run, as the Raiders now lead at 16-0. Dudley will come home to score right there. Another ribeye there for Castor. So Lash moves up to third. Henderson now at second. Castor at first. And the right fielder, number 3, Landon Thompson, now at the plate. And down the left field line, and the third baseman nearly had it, but then overthrown the catcher. And so another run will score, and the bases will still be loaded there after the throwing error by the third baseman. So that is now 2 errors here in the inning. And that's going to get by the catcher. Again, the Raiders not going to go for it. I mean, for heaven's sakes, you're up 17-0 right now. So 1-0 here on the shortstop, Gavin Noble. This is already his second plate appearance here in the inning. Already his 4th overall. And so Graham, trying to gather himself here a little bit, gets back on the rubber. Again, Noble here at the plate. Count is 2-0. The bases are tanked. And went out of the strike zone on that one, as it's now 2-1. Again, Noble here with a couple hits already. 2 hits, 3 runs scored. Also was hit by a pitch. Sure, somewhere along here, looking for come up with an RBI. He's yet to record one so far here in this game. So the count stands at 3-1. Graham here with a windup and a 3-1 offering, and that's going to be a ball high. And that will walk in another run here for your Raiders, as Henderson will come home to score. Castor moves up to third. Landon Thompson now at second. And again, Gavin Noble at first base. And so he will record the RBI. And now Daxton Dudley will take his shot right here. Daxton so far 1 for 2 here on the day. Or, 2 for 3. Excuse me. Reached base on an error there in the first inning. Later scored a run. And then doubled home 3 guys. Again, had that bases clearing double there in the first as well. Scored a run, and then also was able to single and score here in the second inning. So that's going to be a ball. Again, trying to keep everything straight here, a little bit difficult because I'm already here in the 4th inning on the scorebook, and we're still only in the top of the second overall. So just trying to keep everything straight. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that's going to be high and in. So 2 balls, no strikes. Again, nowhere to put them. Bases loaded here. Castor at third, Thompson at second, Noble at first. And the pitch from Graham will be low in the dirt. Now 3-0. So the Raiders have definitely had plenty of offense so far. They have already now scored 32 runs in not even 10 innings. That's a good chunk of runs right there. And they continue to try to still tack on the runs here. 3-1 the count here on Dudley. Graham will take a long look in there. Finally gets what he likes. And here's a pitch. And that's going to be right up the middle. The shortstop able to get there on the first, and that's going to be a 6 unassisted, a 3 double play to end the inning. But the Raiders score 8 more times here in the second to make this a 18-0 lead, as Wapahani gets 8 runs here on 4 hits, also 2 errors, and 2 left on base. So we will head to the bottom half of the second here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here, back to Raider Baseball here live on the WHS Network, and we hope all of you all are enjoying the game here today. Obviously, a little lopsided right now. I mean, really can't do a whole lot about that, but it's a great thing here for your Wapahani Raiders, no question about that. Like I said earlier, you've now scored 32 runs in 10 innings of baseball. So, getting plenty of offensive production, being very selective, and making good of these opportunities, as that's going to be down to the third baseman, Lash. Throws on a first, and quick 1 pitch, 1 out. Very efficient there by Isaac Jackson, as Trenton French was down easily there. Now the pitcher, Charlie Graham, at the plate. So Jackson toes the rubber here. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be in there just outside there for a ball, 1-0. Swung on and missed there for a strike. Evens the count up here at 1-1. Strike 2 call there on Charlie Graham. Nice looking pitch there from Jackson. Again, the main thing, that we've seen so far here through the first now 5 batters here for Jackson, is doing a good job of attacking the strike zone, throwing strikes, being efficient with his pitches, not trying to do too much, just going out there and doing his thing right now. Strike 3 swinging for the second out of the inning. So Graham goes down there, as now the second baseman, number 16, Abe Christerman, will now stand in. Going to play in second base here today, as the Bearcats have 2 out, nobody on. And that's going to be called a ball, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Called strike there on the inside part. So 1-1 the count, even up here on Christerman. The pitch from Jackson. will be swung on and missed for strike two. Again, had some nice diving action on that one. So 1-2 the count. The windup, here's a pitch from Jackson, and just a bit inside. Didn't miss by a whole lot. So an even count here, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out here in the bottom of the second. And that's going to plunk Christerman there in the leg. And so he will go ahead and march his way on down to first base. And now the 7-hole hitter here for the Bearcats will be the number 34, Woody Elliott. Again, manning the third base position here this afternoon. Pickoff move back there to first as Christerman will be in there safely. And a pitch swung on and missed for a strike, 0-1 here on Elliott. Jackson again gets the signs here from Willman. Ball low in the dirt. So 1-1 the count. Going to get a man over there at first base. 2 away here in the second. Been a long one so far, as that's going to be possibly foul tip back there in the glove right there, but still nonetheless 1-2 here on Elliott. Wind up, here's the pitch from Jackson, gets him swinging to end the inning. So a pair of strikeouts here for one Isaac Jackson. Able to come away with another nice clean inning here for the Raiders, as the Bearcats get no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We'll head to the top of the third here from Muncie Central, as we'll be back here with more Raider baseball here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. Alrighty, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network. We got your top of the third inning here from Muncie Central, as we have a pinch hitter. It's going to be number 24, Paul Fisher, at the plate.
I couldn't tell you.
And that's going to be in there for a called strike, 0-1. So Paul Fisher getting his first official plate appearance as a varsity player here this season. And a pitch, that's going to be a ball to even the count up here at 1-1. Again, he's hitting for Luke Willman. I'm not sure exactly if that's going to be the end of the road there for Willman or not, or exactly how everything's going to pan out, I suppose, as Fisher will take one there for the team, hit by a pitch there on the left shoulder. So he'll make his way down to first, and now we'll have another pinch hitter, and that's going to be number 11, Joseph Foster. Sure, a lot of you remember that name, those of you that watched during the basketball season. Played some JV, also played, I think maybe a little bit of varsity at times, not very often, but back-to-back hit by pitches now as Joe Foster will now make his way down there as well.
That's why I'm glad I'm not in high school anymore.
And so Fisher at second, Foster at first. And now hitting for himself will be Isaac Jackson. So no more DH here of Nolan Dudley. Here's the pitch. And just a bit inside for a ball. So 1-0 to begin things here on Jackson. Again, still got Charlie Graham out there on the mound here for Muncie Central. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ball high and in. Swung on and missed. Now it's going to be strike right there now, 2-1. Not exactly quite the pitch you want to chase after when you got a really nice hitter's count. That's all right. Let's get back in there and let her rip, and hopefully you can put the bat to the baseball this next time around. Here's a 2-1 offering, and a little nub shot down to the first baseman. Try to show some hustle right there, and the first baseman will tag him for the out. And that will be the first out of the inning, but the base runners do move up, so a productive at bat nonetheless there for Isaac Jackson. So again, Fisher up at third, Foster at second, and another pinch hitter. That is going to be Isaac Andrews. Again, got his first plate appearance last night. Freshman here for the Raiders. And a pitch, and that's going to be high and inside for a ball, 1-0 here on Andrews. Graham gets his signs. Here's the pitch. Low and in here on Andrews. Two balls, no strikes. Again, we'll have another pinch hitter coming up after Andrews, as that will be swung on and missed there for a strike. Now 2-1. So Graham again taking a long look in there, finally sees what he likes here. 2-1 pitch here to Andrews. Will be fouled back to the backstop. And so the count will even up here at 2-2. Again, nearly getting after this now for over about an hour and a half, and only here in the third inning. And we had nearly a 4-hour broadcast last night. I'll tell you what, though, don't get much better than this when it comes to playing baseball again. Softball the same way. That's going to get by the catcher. And so the base runners will stay put, but Andrews will now march his way on down there to first after a one-out walk to load the bases. And now we'll have another pinch hitter, number 5, Peyton Baker. We'll see how this all pans out as far as what guys are going to be where and everything else. There's probably going to be some changes, as Baker will foul that one off, 0-1. Graham here with the 0-1 pitch. And there for a called strike 2. So Baker in the hole here, no balls and 2 strikes. Again, just got to shorten up the swing. Be mindful of the strike zone here if it's close. Put that sweet part of the bat on the baseball. Inside there for a ball. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Peyton Baker. Again, waiting in the on-deck circle. It's going to be Lane Logan here for your Raiders. Plenty of runners to score out there here for Wapahani. Let's see if Baker can cash in here for us. Here's the pitch. And that's going to get by the catcher. Again, nobody. Got to go ahead and take that next step forward. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. And the top of the 3rd. The pitch from Graham. And it's going to be fouled off there to the third base side here by Baker. And so the count will stay put here at 2-2. The pitch to Baker will be swung on and missed for strike 3. So that will be the second out of the inning. And here at the plate now for Wapahani will be the pinch hitter number 6, Lane Logan. And that's going to be fouled off there to the third base side. So 0-1 here on Logan. Graham gets a signs. Here's the pitch. Just a bit outside. So an even count here. 1 ball and a strike. Got nowhere to put him at. You've got Fisher at third, Foster at second, and Andrews over at first. And the pitch to Logan will be a ball low and inside for ball 2. And a called strike here on Lane Logan, so that evens things up. Once again here at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 out. Deuce is wild. Graham will come to the set here, and the pitch will be inside there for another ball to run the count to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So again, the runners will be on the move with 2 away. We'll see if Logan can cash in right here. Here's the payoff pitch. And that's going to be ball 4. So that will walk in another run here for Wapahani, as Paul Fisher comes home to score. So the RBI there for Lane Logan. There's Fisher scores. Again, now Foster moves up to third. Isaac Andrews now at second, and Lane Logan at first. And we'll see if We're going to have a pitching change or exactly what's going to go on here. Got a mound visit nonetheless. And so we'll take mention of another sponsor here for us on the WHS Network. Big thanks to Kenshaw Properties, owned by Kendra and Shane Franks. Kenshaw Properties is a Muncie-based company that offers Ball State area rental homes. For more information, check out their website at kenshawproperties.com. Again, that's KENSHA properties.com. You can contact them at 765-356-1340. So another pinch hitter. It's going to be number 9, Ian McClellan, here for your Raiders. Hitting for Landon Thompson. As that will be in there for a ball, 1-0 here on Ian. Graham comes to the set. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be skied up there in the center field. The center fielder is there and will make the catch for the third and final out of the inning. So the Raiders tack on another run. Now lead at 19-0 here as they get one run here on no hits, also no errors, and 3 left on base. So again, here at the end of 2.5, it is Wapahani 19, Muncie Central 0. We'll step aside and we'll be back here with more Raider baseball here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. Alrighty, folks, welcome back here live on the WHS Network. Again, here's your Wapahani Raiders with a 19-0 lead here during the Kenshaw Properties inning break. As again, we get ready to get this bottom half of the third inning underway. Again, multiple changes here for Wapahani defensively, as that is in there for a swinging strike 0-1 here on Jordan Stegall. So Stiegel in a hole here. And swung on and missed, so that's going to be strike 3. And 1 out now here in the inning, as we'll have the right fielder number 30, Tucker Lowe, now at the plate here for the Bearcats. Again, we'll try to give you these defensive changes here in just a little while. Again, got multiple different changes here. So that's going to be swung on and fouled back there. 0-1 here, the count here on Lowe. Jackson here with the windup. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Jackson looks in there to his catcher. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just outside there. So again, already 1 out here in the bottom half of the third inning. Here's the pitch. And right back there to the pitcher. Jackson collects, throws on to first. And that will be the second out of the inning. So nice play there by Jackson. Going to get off the mound. Set his feet, make a good throw on the first there for the 1-3 putout. And so now back to the top of the order here for the Bearcats, and that's going to be the first baseman, number 6, Chase Baugh. And so a ball there will head to the backstop. Obviously nobody on base, so not going to hurt you there. But 1-0 the count here on Baugh. 0 for 1 here on the day. Grounded out to the second baseman back in the first inning. It's been a great day so far here for Wapahani. Bearcats obviously have struggled, but trying to get something to roll in here. So 2 balls, no strikes here to the leadoff man, Chase Baugh. 2 away here in the inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 2-1. And Jackson still doing a nice job here attacking the hitters. As that one's going to fall outside there for a ball. Now 3-1. So let's see if Isaac can come all the way back in this at bat. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be skied there in the center field. Backpedaling there and misjudged it. Right there was number 5, Peyton Baker. So first hit of the day there for the Bearcats. Nice piece of hitting there from Chase Baugh. And so along there with those defensive changes here again for the Raiders, we have Paul Fisher behind the plate. Now over at first base, Joe Foster. Isaac Andrews now out at second base. Daxton Dudley now over at third. As that ball will get by the catcher. So 1-0 there as Baugh will move up there to third base. Also other changes here. We have Peyton Baker now out in center field. And Lane Logan out in right field with, I believe, Ian McClellan over in left field. So again, Logan in left, McClellan in right. Got that correction right there.
I think they substituted position for position. Because everybody else lined up was fine.
And so a walk right there. As the Bearcats have them on the corners. Still here with a 2 away here in the bottom of the third inning. And that will now bring to the plate the center field number 24, Davian Ivey. He's got to stay poised here, see if he can get back to throwing strikes again. And that's exactly what Jackson does right there on that one. 0-1 is the count here on Ivy. Again, 2 away here in the inning. And just missed. So that will now even the count up here. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Ivy. Jackson will come to the set. Here's the pitch. Ball outside now, 2-1. Jackson again gets the signs. Here's the pitch. just inside. So that strike zone seeming to shrink a little bit here. And that's going to be ball 4. So Jackson has had good command all day. Granted, it's only been through the first 2 innings, but it's looked pretty good here. But third inning, it's kind of got a little shaken up here, I guess, a little bit. You know, you had that 2-out double there by Chase Baugh. And now back-to-back walks. So just got to get locked back in here. Stay focused. Get back to throwing strikes again. Again, here is Jason Dudley, assistant coach and pitching coach, comes out and has a little chat here with Jackson and the infield. So great opportunity here for the Bearcats. We'll see if they'll cash in right here. They have the shortstop, Trenton French, about to step into the batter's box. Again, 2 away here in the inning. So Jackson gets a signs there from Fisher. Here's the pitch. And that is in there for a called strike, catching that inside corner. 0-1. Ball low. Nice job there by Fisher, making sure to keep that ball in front, especially with the bases loaded like this. Got to try to do your best to smother that baseball and keep a run from scoring. Here's the pitch. Another nice one right there. So 2-1. There's the pitch from Jackson. Ball inside. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Again, nowhere to put them. French in the driver's seat here in this at bat. Jackson here with a windup and a pitch. That's going to be a called strike. And that will now run the count to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, the runners will be on the move, considering there's 2 outs here in the inning. And the payoff pitch will be fouled back and out of play. And so we'll redo it. So Jackson back there on the rubber again, taking a good look in there. There to Fisher's time is called here by Trenton French. Steps back in. Jackson back on the rubber. Looks in there to Fisher. Gets what he likes. Comes to the set and the pitch. And that's going to go right by the catcher. And that's going to score the first run of the game here for Muncie Central. And so French will trot on down there to first. Again, Baugh scores on the play. There'll be an RBI there for French. So Grady will move up to third. Ivy there at second. French again now down there at first. As that one fouled off there by Charlie Graham. As it's 0-1. The windup. Here's the pitch. Just a bit outside there for ball 1. Graham 0 for 1 here on the day. Struck out swinging in the second inning. And now ball 2, low and away. He's got to bear down here and get it done. And focus on throwing strikes. Nice pitch right there. Again, kept it low in the zone. Obviously, you don't want to leave the pitch up there. Left to do some damage with here. Kept the ball low. Still attacking that strike zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. And that strike 3, pulling the chainsaw. He's gone. And so that will end the inning, but the Bearcats get on the board here in the bottom half of the third as they get 1 run here on 1 hit. Also no errors and 3 left on base. We'll head to the top of the 4th, and again it's Wapahani 19, Muncie Central 1 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
All right, folks, welcome back live here on the WHS Network. Again, here with the Kinshaw Properties inning break. Again, Wapahani 19, Muncie Central 1. Here as we head into the top of the 4th inning. Again, we'd like to thank some more of our sponsors here today. So big thanks to the Liberty Perry Alumni Association, a proud sponsor of us here on the WHS Network. Again, Liberty Perry Alumni Association includes President Richard Morris along with the rest of his board. They're very appreciative for all of those awesome people there. The Liberty Perry Alumni Association serves as the Wapahani Center and Selma High School alumni. Make sure to visit their online website at www.libertyperryalumni.com to get information on any events and also to purchase any Wapahani related items on their web store. Also to purchase an engraved brick for the alumni brick walkway out in front of Wapahani High School. You can simply just fill out a form, which is on the homepage of the alumni website. And for any other information or questions you may have, you can contact Richard Morris on Facebook. So again, very appreciative of the Liberty Perry Alumni Association, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. Also big thanks to Next Home Elite Real Estate. Their primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, Austin Rich provides consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a market plan that provides superior service to all of his clients without compromise. For all of your real estate needs, contact Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546. And so back to baseball here from Muncie Central. Again, it's Wapahani 19, Muncie Central 1. Here as we begin this 4th inning with Gavin Noble fouling one off right there. So 0-1 here on Gavin. Here's a pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. Again, Gavin so far here on today, 2 for 2 with a 3 runs scored overall. Also a hit by pitch and a walk. So he's been on base all 4 times so far here today. Let's see if he can make it a 5th. One ball, 2 strikes. Graham comes to the set. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ball high and away. Even count here, 2-2. The pitch from Graham will be inside, ball 3. Got a really nice day for baseball out here, folks. I hope all of you have enjoyed the day so far, enjoyed the broadcast. I know we had quite a few views there for last night's game. And like I said, it's to my recollection, might only be like the first or very few times we've actually had a live baseball or softball game because of, just internet signal. And so, kind of, interesting when it comes to that. And so it really doesn't happen very often, but had well over 300 views last night. So that's very appreciative of everyone for watching. Pickoff moved back there to first. Noble's back in there safely.
We don't for away games. Just home games. You don't get paid for away games. Good thing.
So Graham gets the signs. Here's the pitch to Dudley. And that's going to be outside there for a ball. 1-0 here on Daxton. Again, Dudley so far here on the afternoon, couple hits, 2 for 3 overall, 2 for 4 overall. Reached base on an error there in the first inning, scored a run, and that's going to be laced into right center field. And these guys are going to be able to run for days. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Noble will round third, head home. Daxton Dudley on his way to third, and that's going to be an RBI triple for Daxton Dudley. And so the Raiders get that run right back and tack on another right here to make it 20-1.
You went 344 for last night's game. How much? 344. We were on for 3.5 hours.
So again, Noble scored there on the plate. We got the catcher Paul Fisher now at the plate. And just inside there for a ball, 1-0. Again, Fisher had his lone plate appearance so far of the day. They're in the third inning rather. Fourth inning in my book. But was hit by a pitch, scored a run, and much the same thing happened right there. So he's now down there at first base. So he's had 2 plate appearances, 2 hit by pitches. And you got runners on the corners with nobody out. Joe Foster now at the plate, first baseman here for your Raiders. And that's going to be swung on and missed there for a strike, 0-1. Again, Foster replacing Gadberry. Gadberry had that grand slam there in the, I believe, second inning. Foster kind of chasing that one. So 0-2 here on Joseph.
Watch, Charlie's about to gas right
Graham will come to the set here. And the step off here by Graham.
I'm saying at least 90.
And so he will get back onto the rubber here, take a look in there to his catcher, get his signs. And the 0-2 pitch will be strike 3 looking. So that will be the first out here in the inning. As Foster goes down looking right there for out number 1. And you still have runners on the corners with 1 away as the pitcher, number 23, Isaac Jackson, now at the plate here for Wapahani. Hit down there to the first base line, and it was a 3 unassisted last time around. So 1-0 the count here on Jackson. Skied up there into short left field. Shortstop's going to be there to make the catch, and that will be out number 2 of the inning. So Jackson a race there. And now with 2 away, we'll have the second baseman, Isaac Andrews, at the plate.
They're gonna put all their subs in.
They've already.
And
I think
then-
we have. Most of them have 80 subs left. Like a sub, our subs.
They're gonna sub.
So again, Andrews at the plate now, his second plate appearance here of the ball game. And that's going to be swung on and missed there. Inside pitch kind of
And it's another 20.
strung him up there a little bit. So 0-1 again.
If you guys
You have Dudley at third, Fisher at first, 2 away. And the Raiders have already scored 1 run here in the inning. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a drive in the right center field, and that's going to go all the way to the wall. So Dudley scores. Here comes Fisher around third. Andrews making his way on the third. And that's going to be overthrown. And now Andrews will stay put, and that is going to be a 2 RBI triple for one Isaac Andrews. So another fine, beautiful piece of hitting right there by the Raiders. Executing again. So again, Dudley and Fisher scored off of that triple. So he's on down there at third. We have Gavin, for goodness sakes, Peyton Baker now at the plate. So 0-1 here on Baker. The pitch from Graham will be swung on and missed by Peyton. So 0-2. Again, Peyton so far 0 for 1 here on today. Struck out there in the third inning. Looking to change his luck right here. Got to protect here with 2 strikes. So we can put the bat to the baseball here. Well outside there for a ball. Now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 on. And the pitch. And swung on and missed strike 3, and that's going to end the inning. But the Raiders tack on 3 more runs here in the 5th inning and lead things now 22-1. Again, as the Raiders are able to record 3 runs here on 2 hits, also no errors, and 2 left on base. We'll head to the bottom half of the 4th. Again, Wapahani 22, Muncie Central 1. Here on the home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here to Raider Baseball. Again, Brandon Morvillius here with your play-by-play call this afternoon. Alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Again, just a few reminders here. We'll be back at it on Monday evening here with the Wapahani Raiders softball team. It'll be at home to open up the 2021 softball season as they will be taking on the Northeastern Knights. Again, that'll be a 5 p.m. start time there on Monday night. Also, the Wapahani Raider boys baseball team is in action at home as well for their first home game there against Greenfield Central. Again, we'll be covering the softball game. We've done the first 2 baseball games here, so we want to get out there to the softball field. Again, we're trying to do everything we can to make sure to accommodate for everyone. And so there's going to be times where obviously, there's going to be some nights where we have both softball and baseball. So it's tough to kind of pick, because we don't want to be disrespectful towards anybody. But, we're just trying to do everything we can to get everyone and, try to get as much broadcasted here as possible. So, again, I'll be coming up on Monday night, as that will be a ball. 1-0 the count. We do have a new pitcher. That is Peyton Baker on the mound here for the Raiders. So 3 innings pitched there for Isaac Jackson. And there for a called strike. So even count here, 1 ball, 1 strike, and a pitch. It's going to be right through the right side. Nice hustle right there by Andrews, but unable to get the out. So nice diving attempt nonetheless. It's going to be a leadoff single here for the Bearcats. So Woody Elliott here on the mound, here at the plate rather. 0-1 the count. Just inside there for ball. So evens the count up here on Elliott at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a pitch and inside. So now 2-1. Getting Baker coming on in relief here this afternoon there for Jackson. Got 3 pretty good solid innings right there. Again, ran into a little bit of trouble there last inning, but still overall not too bad. And that's going to be there at the shortstop. He'll take it himself on down there to first, and racing the base runners rather quickly right there. 2 outs now here in the inning after that 6 unassisted to 3 double play. And so now you'll see the left fielder, number 18, Jordan Stiegel, now at the plate. And fouled back. 0-1. Again, he's 0 for 1 here on the day. Struck out swinging in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch from Baker. It's going to be low in the dirt. And that will even the count up here at 1 ball and 1 strike. And a little dribbler over there to the first base side. Foster will take it himself, and that will be a nice clean inning here for Peyton Baker. 1-2-3 goes the Bearcats. Again, he had the leadoff single, then was quickly erased. They're off the double play as the Bearcats get no runs here on 1 hit, also no errors, and nobody left out. We will head now to the bottom or to the top of the 5th inning. The Raiders ahead 22-1 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here to our Kenshaw Properties inning break, and we're just about set for the top of the 5th inning here from Muncie Central. Again, I'd like to thank some more of our sponsors here today. Big thanks to East Jackson Auto Sales, located at 3100 East Jackson Street in Muncie, Indiana. Owner Alan Clark and his family-ran dealership has been going strong since 1977 and is known for their honesty and quality pre-owned vehicles that leave you driving home with a smile on your face and a nice vehicle you can rely on. For more information, check them out on Facebook or contact them at 765-284-3472. So again, that is proud sponsor East Jackson Auto Sales. Again, just a reminder as well, as I mentioned earlier, we have the game on Monday night and then also next Thursday. Your Wapahani Raider boys baseball team and the girls as well will be traveling over to Blue River in a MEC conference matchup, first one of the season. Looking forward to a great matchup there. Also, the softball team will be in action on, I believe, on Tuesday at Mississinawa. So both of those, it's going to be a little bit of a busy week next week. Also, the baseball team will be traveling up to Fort Wayne to play where the Tin Caps play there at Parkview Field, as they take on the Homestead Spartans there in that doubleheader next Saturday morning and afternoon. So 1-0 to begin things here on the Raiders left fielder Lane Logan, as that's going to be a little dribbler over there to the third baseman. He's got some wheels and he's going to be just out at first base. Nice play there by the third baseman to record the out, and that'll be the first down of the inning. So nice shot there by Logan. So unfortunately, couldn't come away with anything right there. So 5-3 put out for out number 1, and now we'll have the right fielder, number 9, Ian McClellan, now at the plate. Ian so far 0 for 1, flew out to center field back in the 3rd inning. As that will be a ball high, 1-0. And a pitch in there for a called strike. 1-1 again. There is a new pitcher on the mound here for Muncie Central, number 2, Trenton French on the mound. So 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch, and that's going to be a little dribbler now to the shortstop. Throws on to first, and unable to scoop that one is Graham. So a nice hustle there by McClellan to get over there in time to first base as he will reach. And so the Raiders have a 1-out base runner after the throwing error there by the shortstop. So now the Raiders shortstop, number 12, Gavin Noble, will be at the plate. Okay, so we're back to baseball now. I'm not quite sure why there was time called for it, but nonetheless. 1 on, 1 out, and here's the pitch to Noble. And that's going to be skipped in the dirt there for a ball, 1-0. Noble here on the day has been on base 5 times. Singled in the first, scored a run. Was hit by a pitch in the second. Also scored a run, and then singled and scored a run there in the third. Or maybe even in the second. I can't remember now. They're all intertwining together. Nonetheless, he's been on base now 6 times. Noble around second. That's going to score McClellan. And that's going to be a RBI triple here for Gavin Noble. So the Raiders keep on keeping on here tonight, or today, whatever. So that will make it now 23-1. Again, as McClellan scored. Nice piece of hitting there from Noble. There's Daxton Dudley at the plate. As that's going to be low and away for a ball. So now 1-0.
-1, I assume. It's probably about to be 24. Yeah. Sure, just kept it.
Here's the 1-0 offering in there for a called strike. So that will even the count up here. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Daxton Dudley. You got Paul Fisher waiting on deck. Here's the pitch, low and away. Now 2-1. So again, as we stand right now, the Raiders so far here in 12 and a third inning, they have managed to put up now 37 runs. Obviously, you're not going to be able to keep that going throughout the course of the year where you're scoring this many. That'd be nice, I guess, but the reality and of that consistently happening, not exactly ideal. But still, a great start here for the Raiders. So we'll have Paul Fisher now at the plate after the walk there of Daxton Dudley. Got runners on the corners with 1 away. Fisher so far 2 plate appearances and has been plunked both times. Also scored a couple runs. So we'll see what this plate appearance has in store here for Fisher. Noble off a third, Dudley off a first. The pitch here from French, and that's going to be a ball, low and away, 1-0. Ball high. So 2 balls and no strikes here on Paul Fisher. Again, following him, we'll have Joseph Foster. French with a pitch, and that's going to be laced in the left field. Fine piece of hitting there by Fisher. So again, that's going to score 1 more run as Noble scores on a play. Dudley moves up there to second. And the Raiders now lead at 24-1. And so again, Noble scored there on the play. Dudley now at second, Fisher at first, and now the first baseman, Joseph Foster, now at the plate here for your Raiders. With still only 1 away here in the inning. So 1-0 the count. First and second. As the Raiders continue to pile on. That's in there for a called strike. So that will now even things up here, 1-1. Again, following him, we'll have Isaac Jackson. There's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Again, Foster so far was hit by a pitch and struck out looking last inning. See if he can find a way to put the bat on the baseball here. And watches that one sail high. So 2-2 to Foster. Here's the pitch. Ball high now, 3-2. So again, still only 1 out here. Runners won't be on the move. Action pitch right here, and that's going to be skied up there onto the left side of the infield. Third baseman's there and will miss the ball. And now Trenton French will just tag out the base runner, Daxton Dudley. And so it ended up working out there for Muncie Central after the miscue, which, again, you got some pretty high winds right here, so that will factor in with things. And so I guess that's going to go ahead and be the end of the inning.
It was the
All right. So nonetheless here, that will be the end of the inning. 24-1 is your score here after 4.5 innings. We'll go ahead and step aside for a break, and we'll be back with more right after this message. All right, folks, welcome back here with the bottom half of the 5th inning here from Muncie Central. As we'll get started here with the number 9 hitter in the order to be the right fielder, number 19, Jalen Stiegel. And so that will be in there for a ball, 1-0 the count. Again, Baker trying to close things out here this afternoon as it's in there for a called strike now to even things up here at 1-1. Again, following Stiegel here, we'll be back to the top of the order. They would chase Baugh, as that one's going to be nubbed off there to the first base side foul. So 1-2 the count. Baker here with the windup and the 1-2 offering. Skips that one in the dirt, now 2-2. Again, make sure to stay right here with us. We'll have our Raiders Live post-game show coming up. Again, just recapping this one here today. And that's going to be strike 3 swinging. So out number 1 of the inning. And back to the top of the order, and we'll have a pinch hitter. It's going to be number 40, Remy Bishop.
If we scored 13 runs, he'd be going short.
And swung on and missed there for his call or for a strike there. 0-1 here on Bishop. Pitch here from Baker. Again, trying to make quick work here now. 0-2. And a ball high right there now. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Bishop. Again, following him will be Logan Grady. The pitch, strike 3 swinging, and that's going to be now the second out here of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Peyton Baker. And now we'll have a pinch hitter again. It's going to be number 11, Camden Kirby. It's going to be a ball outside. So 1-0. Swing and a miss. Evens the count up here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, the Raiders got one more out to get, and again, this game will be over, as that one's going to be low and away. But a great game here today for Wapahani. From start till Even right now 1 or 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the Bearcats down to their final strike of the night, or of the day. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 gets him swinging, and Baker strikes out the side as the Raiders come up with the victory here today with a final score of 24-1. Again, your Wapahani Raiders now improve to 2-0 on the season with a win last night at Pendleton Heights and then the victory here today against Muncie Central. So, folks, we'll go ahead and step aside here for a quick break. Make sure to stay right here with us. We'll have our Raiders Live post-game show coming up here on the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here to our Raiders Live postgame show. Again, presented here by Kenshaw Properties, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. So the final line score here today, as you can see there on your screen, the Raiders coming up with a big win here today, 24-1, the final score here today. Wapahani line score overall here, 24 runs on 12 hits, also no errors and 11 left on base, while Muncie Central recorded 1 run here on 2 hits, also 4 errors and 4 left on base. Again, the Raiders coming up there with a big win here today. Again, the winning pitcher coming out here. You know, you have Isaac Jackson, really did great today, pitched those 3 innings. So coming up there with a big win right there. Peyton Baker then came on in relief, finished the job. And so great win overall. You know, you come out here, like I said, you score 14 last night. You come back out today, scored another 24. So 38 runs here in, 13 innings of baseball. That is highly impressive. And great pitching performance here today. Much cleaner baseball, much more fundamentally sound as far as making the defensive plays. And so, you just got to keep it rolling here. You got a big game coming up on Monday night at home against Greenfield Central. Got to be ready to go. Got to keep the bats hot. Keep throwing strikes as far as pitching-wise. Again, attacking the strike zone, making the hitters uncomfortable, making the defensive plays behind them, and making sure that you're staying sharp on the base pass as well, making smart decisions, and so on and so forth. But a great couple of wins here back-to-back here for your Wapahani Raiders, again here as they defeat the Muncie Central Bearcats by a final score of 24-1. So again, you will see us again on Monday night as your Wapahani Raiders softball team will open up the 2021 season at home as they will be taking on the Northeastern Knights. Again, that will be a 5 p.m. start time. there for that one. So please check us out here on YouTube, here on the WHS Network. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Everything's free. Doesn't cost a single dime whatsoever. So feel free to do that. Make sure and share that information with everyone. Family members, friends, if you guys want to watch, make sure to subscribe. Click the little bell icon too. It gives you just alerts and notifications about each broadcast we are set to do. And also follow us on Twitter and Facebook at WHS Network. So again, until Monday, again, congratulations there to the Wapahani Raider boys baseball team. 2-0 start here to the 2021 season. 24-1 final score here today. Congratulations there to the Raiders. So until Monday, folks, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy saying have a great day, and we'll see you next time here on the WHS Network.